covering Southwest Florida. The team that's first, fair, everywhere. This is Wink News at 3.
This is Wink News at 3, your Tuesday place to be. I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. Here's what's happening now.
There's some breaking news, new details on the Florida State University campus shooting, including a link to the accused shooter's father.
Plus, a former Hendry County deputy sentenced to hard time. Why Tyler Williams will spend 33 months in prison.
Harpoon Harry's, a Southwest Florida staple, is closing for good. We'll tell you why. But first, Wink News meteorologist Greg Rule.
So what's cooking, Greg Rule?
And it's an absolutely gorgeous Tuesday afternoon across the area. As you can see, outside temperatures very comfortable and warm in the mid to upper 80s under a mostly sunny sky. But does this lovely weather pattern continue for the rest of the work week? That answer in my 10-day in a couple more minutes.
Breaking now, new details about the fatal shooting on the FSU campus that left 2 people dead. The accused shooter, Phoenix Eichner, made his first appearance in court today, and we learned the following.
According to court records, responding officers from the FSU Police Department arrived in that area. Then they heard the gunshots. The officers encountered Eichner, who was wearing a garnet shirt and shorts, in the courtyard area outside of the student union. He was positioned, they said, in a, quote, shooting stance. As officers approached, the suspect was shooting at a person who was running away. That's when the responding officer shot Eichner. We also learned that the vehicle that Eichner drove to campus, a Hummer, was registered to his father.
Phoenix Eichner was released from the hospital yesterday following multiple surgeries to treat the gunshot wounds he sustained during the shooting. Now he remains in the Wakulla County Jail charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder.
More breaking news now. A former Hendry County deputy will spend 33 months in federal prison for violating an individual's civil rights and obstructing justice. And it all goes back to this. According to the evidence presented at trial, Williams, while acting under the color of law as a deputy sheriff with the Hendry County Sheriff's Office, willfully deprived the civil rights of an individual by throwing him to the ground while he was handcuffed, knocking him unconscious. Williams then wrote a false justification for the use of force in an incident report obstructing justice.
A fugitive wanted for murder has been arrested in Fort Myers. David Thurman was picked up at a 7-Eleven along Colonial Boulevard last night. He was cuffed and taken into custody without incident. Thurman is charged with second-degree murder and remains in the Lee County Jail.
A convicted felon and a 17-year-old were arrested after a standoff with Collier County deputies. We broke that story yesterday. 22-year-old Christian Jeremy Wolf and his teen accomplice were found at the Whistler's Green Apartments off Green Boulevard in Collier County. It turns out Wolf was wanted for a February shooting in Golden Gate Estates. He was found with a firearm, cash, and 43 grams of oxycodone. Both now face multiple felonies.
I want to take a moment to remember fallen Lee County Corporal Patrick Healy, who died on this day in 2004. After approaching a reckless driver he had stopped, Corporal Patrick Healy was involved in an altercation with that driver. During the altercation, Corporal Healy suffered a heart attack and died 5 days later. Sheriff Carmine Marcino commented online saying, "Your dedication and sacrifice will never be forgotten."
After months of delays, the resentencing hearing for the Menendez brothers has finally started. A Los Angeles judge will decide if Eric and Lyle Menendez should get a shot at freedom. That hearing is expected to last 2 days. If the judge shortens their sentences, the brothers would still need approval from California's parole board to get out of prison. They could then potentially go free with time served. Eric and Lyle Menendez were sentenced to life in prison without parole in 1996 for the murders of their mother and father. They were 18 and 21 years old at the time of the killings. The brothers claim that they acted out of self-defense after their father had sexually abused them for years.
The aftermath of a storm is full of tough decisions as you decide what's best for the life you've built in Southwest Florida. For some, it means moving. Others tearing down, building back, or building higher. Wink News anchor Liz Byro takes us to a neighborhood on Sanibel where homeowners are in the process of doing that.
The Tradewinds neighborhood isn't just dusting the dirt off itself. It's building back stronger. It's investing in Sanibel, building back more resilient for the next storm. It's not a matter of if, it's when. The neighborhood has it all. Entire homes being lifted up, others being built from the ground up, higher. Prefab homes built elsewhere and plopped down with all the tools built in to withstand a storm. You have an iconic hotel, Tradewinds, torn down after years, while for sale signs come and go where new neighbors move in for the Sanibel dream. This is building back.
The key word is resilience. You know, Tradewinds is one of our oldest neighborhoods. It was developed in the 50s before the city was incorporated, but before there was even a causeway. They have made the decision that they're going to stay here. Living on a barrier island is not without its challenges. They accept those challenges, but they love Sanibel. They love the idea of Sanibel. They want to stay here.
This neighborhood is also one of the first to get its swales cleaned out. This is where excess water, stormwater runoff is supposed to go. Now, all new at 5, I spoke to the neighbors making the hard choices because they love this island so much. On Sanibel, Liz Biro, Wink News.
Hi, Liz, thanks. 2024 residential and commercial hurricane reentry permits for Sanibel Island will remain valid for 2025, and that means that residents and businesses may continue to use their 2024 permits this year. So again, if you have a 2024 permit, you do not need to get a new one.
Developing now, 2 staple restaurants in Fisherman's Village are closing down later this month, and visitors are upset. Harpoon Harry's and the Captain's Table, which sit right next to each other, have until Memorial Day before they must close.
Yeah, both have been open for decades. Wink News reporter Zoe Warner talked to customers. So Zoe, what have they told you?
Well, they're disappointed. They described to me as Harpoon Harry's and Captain's Table as being an anchor to this community, and they don't know what Fisherman's Village will be like without it. Harpoon Harry's and Captain's Table posted this long message on their social media pages Monday night, saying this will be their last month at Fisherman's Village. The 2 staples have been in the area for over 40 years. Now, Fisherman's Village told me that them and the restaurants failed to come to a long-term lease contract, resulting in the 2 restaurants being placed on the market. But now employees and customers are trying to imagine what the village will be like without it.
I feel really upset because it's a place we visit every time we come to Florida to visit, and it's our place.
It's a gem. It's a gem that they're ruining, unfortunately. I mean, these are 2, what do you call them, anchors for the whole shopping center, and they've gotten so good and they try so hard, and there's not a view like this anywhere.
Coming up at 5, I'll have more from Fisherman's Village on why these 2 restaurants are closing up shop. Reporting from Charlotte County, Zoe Warner, Wink News.
All right, thank you very much. The Glades County Public School District will forego plans for a 4-day week for the 2025-2026 school year, following a strong recommendation from the Commissioner of Florida Education. We're currently going through a letter from the superintendent highlighting more reasons for this decision. We're going to have that for you in about an hour on Wink News at 4.
A school that was destroyed during Hurricane Ian is getting a new beginning in Cape Coral. Wink News reporter Maria Regina Mendoza is here to show us how the district is rebuilding with purpose while staying true to its roots. Maria Regina.
The school district of Lee County broke ground on the Hector A. Caffaretta Jr. K-8 school. The original campus was damaged beyond repair during Hurricane Ian. The new building will be more than double student capacity. The new school will increase from 868 to 1,820 student seats. Right now, this looks like a construction site, but soon the district says it will include modern classrooms, safety upgrades, new spaces for learning, causing excitement for some students.
I feel like it's going to be the best school ever here in Cape Coral.
Our students are amazing, our teachers and staff are amazing, and I think their hard work really has shown through, and I think we're a model for how you overcome diversity and are still successful.
The new K-8 campus is expected to open in August of 2026. In the meantime, students have been attending class in temporary portables behind Cape Tech. Back to you.
All right, covering the Capitol. Check out this view from Air Force One. 2 Saudi fighter jets escorting President Trump to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. President Trump is touring the Middle East in his first foreign visit since taking office in January. The commander-in-chief thanked the Saudis for their commitment to invest $600 billion in the U.S. It includes nearly $142 billion in defense sales, as well as investments in AI data centers, infrastructure, and healthcare.
Now let's check out the markets today, see how investors are reacting to these new developments. And you can see the market has pulled back some today. Of course, yesterday had that 1,100-point gain. Today it's down about 175 points right now. Still some time on the clock for trading. The Dow right now at 42,238.
Accused of sex trafficking. It's day 2 of the Diddy trial, and a star witness just took the stand. Diddy's ex-girlfriend. That's next.
Why these photos of RFK Jr. are lighting up the internet. Stick around. Wink News at 3. We'll be right back.
And after our rain event yesterday to start the work week, beautiful weather conditions across Southwest Florida today as we are currently bone dry. But does it continue for the rest of the work week? That answer, my 10-day forecast in a couple minutes. We'll see you then.
We'll help you put off the high cost of a roof replacement for at least 5 years.
Or 10.
Or sometimes even 15.
We're America's most trusted roofer because we always try to save your roof rather than replace it.
We'll restore your roof for a fraction of the cost of a new one. But don't wait. If your roof loses too much protective coating, it's too late. Call now or scan the code and we'll give you an assessment of your roof for free.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
With Chase, you can get a debit card for your kids' independence. And parental notifications, so you can keep an eye on how they're using it.
Still on budget.
Control for parents, freedom for kids. That's family banking from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
We want to make Southwest Florida a more beautiful place, one garage door at a time.
Most people take their garage doors for granted. It's the front door to the home.
Whatever design you want, it will literally change the entire look of your house.
You won't believe the difference a new Precision garage door can make.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Right now, get employee pricing plus finance and get $2,000 total bonus cash allowance. Plus get 3.9% financing for 72 months on the 2025 Ram 1500. See your Southwest Florida Ram dealer today.
Get ready for summer fun with the arrival of a brand new 2025 Barletta pontoon boats at Pier 41 Marine. These stunning boats are now in stock and are celebrated for their luxurious design, exceptionally smooth rides, and top-of-the-line features. Whether your family enjoys tubing, fishing, or leisurely cruises to the beach, a Barletta is designed to go anywhere and do anything, promising to exceed all your expectations. Pier 41 Marine on US 41, just a mile north of Alico Road. Barletta Boats.
And a beautiful Tuesday afternoon across Southwest Florida. Hey, thanks for tuning in to Wink News, 3 p.m. Meteorologist Greg Rule here. Mostly sunny skies across our region as temperatures steady in the mid to upper 80s. Winds are currently light out of the west-southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're in the upper 80s today. That'll continue tomorrow, likely over the next 48 hours. And then lower 90s returns for the foreseeable future as high pressure aloft slowly but surely just begins to set up shop across the Gulf and right on top of the Sunshine States. It's going to mean 2 things: warmer than average temperatures and drier than average situations, all thanks to compressional warming, and that's really going to keep our afternoon highs in the upper 80s tomorrow, and then low to mid 90s I'm expecting are here to stay for our Thursday, our Friday, the weekend, and beyond. So another stretch of above average temperatures are in the forecast. But as of right now, it's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Wink Doppler currently highlighting bone dry conditions. Outside temperature steady in the lower to mid 80s across our immediate coastline areas, mid to upper 80s once you hit 75 and inland and east, heading towards Lake Okeechobee. Lovely looking shot downtown Fort Myers right now, highlighting a mostly sunny sky. Let's quarterback you through the next couple of hours. Maybe just a light breeze by 6 p.m. Temperatures should be holding strong in the mid 80s, lower 80s by 8, and then mid to upper 70s by 10 p.m. All under a mainly clear and a quiet Tuesday night across the area. Waking up tomorrow morning, mid to upper 60s inland, upper 60s, lower to mid 70s, closer to the coastline. It'll be a mainly clear start and not as humid as we've been dealing with over the last couple of mornings. So your hour by hour forecast tomorrow, we hit the lower 80s by around 11 a.m. the lunch time frame, and then hitting the upper 80s and lower 90s between around 2, 3, and 4 under a mix of mostly sunny to partly cloudy and dry conditions. I'm going 91 Ave Maria, LaBelle, Palmdale, 90 in Babcock Ranch, Lehigh, 89 Fort Myers, 88 in Bonita Springs, and out on island of both Sanibel and Captiva. High temperatures expected to hit the mid 80s. So hopefully everyone enjoyed the rain event that we had over the last couple of days, and yesterday kind of being the main event with it, on average of about 1 to 3 inches across southwest Florida. Great news, but the unfortunate news is we don't have any more rain expectations over the next 5 to 7 days. So mild morning lows, upper 60s, lower 70s, afternoon highs hitting the upper 80s and lower 90s. It's going to be a lovely looking Thursday into Friday to kickstart the upcoming weekend. On Saturday, weather-wise, looking absolutely fantastic. A mild start in the mid-70s, hitting the lower 90s during Saturday afternoon, but also wanted to highlight Saturday afternoon, the entire Wink weather team is going to be up in Charlotte County for the Charlotte Harbor event and in the Conference Center for the Hurricane Expo. That's this Saturday, so we'll see you there. It's going to be a great event from 10 a.m. through 3 p.m. We're going to be talking everything hurricane preparedness at the Hurricane Expo this upcoming weekend. We look forward to seeing you there. Lower to mid 90s are here to stay under a mix of mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies over the next 10 days.
Stay weather alert with the Wink Weather app, where you can control Southwest Florida's most powerful Doppler yourself. Our Wink Weather team sends out updates and alerts there as well.